Hi friends, welcome back. So today I'm bringing you guys another video, and this is going to be a first impressions on the new Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. Well, it's not really new. It's new to me, but you guys I'm sure have seen it. I don't even know how many times on YouTube. I just recently picked this foundation up around Christmas. I think maybe a little bit before Christmas, and I asked you guys if you wanted a first impressions, even though there were so many on YouTube and even though it's not really a brand new foundation at all. And you guys were all about it. You guys all wanted to see it. So of course, that's what I'm doing for you guys today. This first impressions is actually going to be a little bit different from any other first impressions on my channel. And the reason for that is because I actually originally filmed this video about a week ago. And I wasn't really able to film the last check-in, the final check-in. That's the only thing I was missing from the video. When I did the original first impressions, I applied the foundation with a beauty blender. So you will see that. You will see me reacting, you know, newly to the foundation because that is the first time I ever used it. But the wear test we're doing today, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Also, I do show you guys how I applied the foundation today. I used a brush versus a beauty blender, and you'll get to see the difference and what I think the difference is. I'm gonna stop talking now. If you guys want to see my first impressions and second impressions on the new Hourglass, well, it's not new, I need to stop saying it's new, on the Hourglass Vanish foundation, then please just keep on watching. Okay, so first things first, this is what the packaging of the foundation looks like. I haven't even opened it at all yet. I've been waiting for this video, so you guys should feel special because I have been wanting to try this forever. So this is what it comes in. On top it says the color, which the color I got is amber. Hopefully that matches, and then you just take it out like this. There is some type of instruction manual for anybody who doesn't know how to apply foundation. You will know. So it just says directions for use. I'm actually going to read it. It comes in several different languages. I don't know what half of these are. I'm going to read the directions in English, of course. And it says, formula is highly concentrated, only a small amount is needed. Start with less and blend. Gradually add more as necessary. For best results, blend foundation with Vanish foundation brush, which I actually do not have. I didn't really feel the need to pick it up because I just didn't feel the need to pick it up. Then it says, lightly dot foundation on each cheek, forehead, and chin using the brush. Blend foundation in a light sweeping motion all over face for seamless finish. For additional coverage, add more foundation and blend. Warnings, avoid contact with eyes. If any adverse reaction occurs, stop using the product. Inform your doctor if condition persists. That's interesting. I've never really seen a warning come with a foundation. I didn't really feel the need to pick up the brush because if it's a good foundation, it's going to work well with that brush. It's going to work well with a beauty blender, with whatever brush I have, whatever brush you guys have. So I really didn't think that was necessary. And plus, the brush and the foundation I believe are the same price, and this is a pricey foundation. It was like, I think $46. Let me pull it up on the Sephora website so I don't lie to you. Yeah, so the foundation and the brush are both $46 each, and there's actually only 0.25 ounces in the foundation, which is like a really small amount of product. Honestly, a lot of people say that it's okay that it's a small amount of product because most stick foundations come with less than just a regular foundation. But my Makeup Forever HD stick, I think, still comes with like 0.4, something like that. Since I'm on the Sephora website, I might as well just read the claims to you, right? So it claims to have full coverage and medium coverage. I guess medium coverage, you can build it up to full. And then for skin types, it says sensitive, normal, dry, combination, oily, which seems like every single one. So I guess every single skin type can use this. The finish is satin, matte, radiant, and natural. That's very interesting that it's literally everything. I am going to prime my face like I do in every single first impressions because I never put foundation on without priming my face. It's just how it is. Usually my skin is ridiculously oily. If you guys have been watching me for any period of time, you should know this. It's like I say it in every single video. It's just like the oily skin that ever was. But I feel like in the winter months it gets just a little bit more drier. I wouldn't say dry, but just drier. So I've been moisturizing like crazy, and I'm going to use a more moisturizing primer. I'm going to use the Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer, which I love. If you have dry skin and you have not tried this, I honestly don't know how you're alive right now. For my T-zone, I'm going to use a pore filling primer. I've been loving this one by Amazing Cosmetics. It's called the Line Smoother and Primer. Looks like this. It has these little like balls at the tip. I don't know if you can see them. And I just think it's so cool, and it really does a good job of filling in my pores. So I am just gonna use this right in my T-zone. You can see I'm like breaking out right up here. I'm also breaking out a little bit on this area. It's not a good look right now. The skin's kind of breaking out. So now I guess I'm just gonna go in. I love the packaging on this foundation. It just looks like a triangular prism, and it just, oh my god, it just says Hourglass right on the front, and it says the color on the bottom. So you take the cover off, you can see the foundation. This color, it looks pretty good. Usually I go with something darker than my face, because since I exfoliate so much, my face is always like butt white compared to the rest of me, so it might look crazy going on, but let's see. So I'm just gonna shiznit. I feel like you can already tell how pigmented that is just from those swipes. Stop making noise. I'm just going to pounce. This color is like really orange. I don't feel like this is as easy to blend as, I don't know, as I thought that it would be. I guess in my mind I painted it as being easy to blend. So as of right now, this color is ridiculously orange. That's the _1 thing I have to say. It's super orange. So I don't know if I just picked the wrong color or if they're all orange. I don't know, but right now I look like an Oompa Loompa. But other than that, I don't really feel like it blended as well or as seamlessly as I pictured it in my head. I feel like it has medium coverage just like it claims to. It feels like almost nothing is on my face. It actually does feel extremely lightweight, which you guys know it's like it's a big deal. If it doesn't feel lightweight, then I can't wear it. So besides the color being ridiculously orange, it's not that bad right now. Okay, so you guys just finished watching my first impressions on the foundation, and you saw like what I thought of it initially. This is the second time I'm trying the foundation, so we're gonna restart the wear test today. So I'm gonna do exactly the same thing that I did the first time I applied it, which is use the Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer. I adore this, but you guys, you're not shocked, you know this. Then I'm going to use the Amazing Cosmetics Line Smoothing Primer in my T-zone. And the only thing that I'm going to do different today is I'm going to use a brush just to see how the application is. The wear is going to be exactly the same, I'm sure, whether you use a brush or a beauty blender. But this way at least you get to see like a little bit of a difference, you know? So again, I'm just going to take the foundation and apply it on my face. Again, just like you guys just saw me do not too long ago. Now that I know how orange this is just like, it's scaring me a little bit. So now I'm going to use a foundation brush. This is my favorite Sssamantha. I feel like it has to be Sssamantha. So I'm just going to say Sssamantha from now on. Sssamantha brush. I believe this is the #2 brush. They do have a bigger one than this, but I like this one better. And I'm just going to blend it in to my skin. Why does this look less orange to me than it did the other time? With a brush, I feel like there's not as much coverage as there was with a beauty blender, which is, I mean, I feel like the beauty blender would have more coverage because you're just pouncing in, you know, the areas you want to have your coverage in instead of just like swiping around and kind of moving it around. And I like the finish a little bit better with the beauty blender. It looks a little bit dry almost. So I guess this is still kind of a first impression, right? And I do kind of feel like by my nose it's caking up a little. Yeah. So this is what the foundation looks like once I'm done blending it. It is still orange. As you can see, it's not as orange as I think it was the other time. So I'm going to hop off camera. I'm going to finish up my makeup and then I'll come back and let you guys know how everything wore on top of it, how everything went on. Of course, I already know from my first impressions that everything went on okay, but I definitely want to come back and let you guys see it for yourselves. We're going to start the timer from right now. If you guys watch my first impressions, I usually do this just because it takes me forever to finish my makeup after this. Like, I'll probably be done by like 2:30 and then that's like 2 hours that I lost already. So right now it is 12:38, which is why I said 2:30. Probably should have told you the time before I said that. So right now it's 12:38. I will come back in what'll seem like a second, but in real life it'll be a really long time. Okay, so I just finished my makeup and actually getting my life together a little bit. And I have to say, I think that this foundation looks really good at the end. Even though it was like super duper orange when I originally put it on, right now it really doesn't look so bad. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it looks so bad after you put your concealer, your bronzer, all that fun stuff. So I like it so far. Around my nose, it got really, really cakey, which actually didn't happen the first time that I put it on. So I'm actually glad that I got to put it on again and show you guys. It got like extremely cakey right there. It is pretty matte. Nothing went on patchy over it. Nothing separated. Nothing was weird. Everything was just like you would expect it with any other foundation. It looks pretty good. So I'm gonna continue to wear it throughout the day so that you guys can see how it wears. I did, of course, test it out for the first impressions video, so I know that it wears pretty well, but I want you guys to see it with me. So remember, we're starting the clock from 12:30, and right now it is 2:03. I told you it takes me a really long time to do my makeup, so we're an hour and a half in so far, and so far so good. So I think I have lipstick. Oh, I got an idea. Anyways, I'm gonna check back in with you guys in a couple of hours, so I'll be right back. Okay, so the time is now, I should probably got my phone, 6:45 p.m. So since we're going from 12:30, it's been basically 6 hours. So I just checked in the mirror and I am a little bit oily in my forehead, which actually did not happen the first time that I wore this. Other than that, everything is pretty good. I would say it still looks almost exactly the same as it did before. I do see a little bit of oil in my brows, but like I said, other than a little bit of oil, and when I say a little, I mean barely any. And can you guys see like what a mess my room is right now? Other than that small amount of oil, I would say that this looks pretty damn perfect for 6 hours. So I'm probably gonna wear it for another 4 to 5-ish hours so we can do, what is that, 11 hours total. But yeah, so far so good. I'm glad that I am redoing this so that you guys can just see how it wears on oily skin throughout the day and just see how it performs, you know, because that's always helpful. I promise I'm gonna do my final check-in today. There is nothing that can stop me from doing this final check-in, so don't worry about that. I promise it'll happen. But yeah, other than that, I will see you guys in several hours. Okay guys, so it is 12:24 a.m. which means I've had this foundation on for basically exactly 12 hours at this point, and as you can tell, I'm so ready to take it off. So in my forehead region right here, I am pretty oily. Like that's, I wouldn't consider that just a little bit oily. I would say it's pretty oily. I have like really intense smile lines here. Around my nose is very, very oily. Obviously my lipstick is gone because I just ate some toasted ravioli with Elver. It was fantastic. My brows are extremely oily, which happens to me all the time. That's pretty much the area that gets oily the quickest, which is why I always prime them. Of course today I did not, but usually I do. But my highlight is still intact, blush is still there, contour is still there. I would say this is pretty good for 12 hours of wear. I wouldn't say it's so miraculous. I wouldn't say I don't have any other foundations that wear this well for 12 hours. I would say I have ones that wear even better probably. Even if you check back some of my previous first impressions videos, you'll probably see a few. But it's not bad for 12 hours, not bad at all. So overall, let's just run through the checklist. The foundation color was extremely orange in the beginning. I don't feel like the coverage is full. I don't even feel like it's buildable. I think it's just medium coverage. I don't think it's that blendable. It lasts pretty well throughout the day on oily skin. I think if you have dry skin, this might emphasize some dry patches because I do feel like when I applied it with a brush, it was a little bit more on the dry side. I do prefer it with a beauty blender. I'm trying to go through everything in my head right now. So overall, I would maybe give this foundation maybe a C, maybe even a C+. I don't feel like it's anything super spectacular. It's not like, it doesn't stand out to me in my collection. I think for me to really give a foundation like a good rating, I need to know there's something special about it, and to me there's really nothing special about this foundation. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you did like it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. All the information will be linked down below, as well as everything on my face today. A lot of stuff will be down there, even links to some of my previous videos. So definitely check before there if you have any questions. And I think that's all I have to say. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Color, I guess she's gonna apply to her eye, upper eye, as you can see, and then she's gonna go back and forth